Issue 3. We start out in Marble Zone with a talking animal being threatened by some badniks holding a wrecking ball, and for some reason they were programmed to not immediately kill him with it. Since Sonic's listening to some earphones, Tails has to do something drastic and kick him to get his attention, which Sonic responds with by saying that he's playing with fire, looking serious. Tails says that Tufty is missing, and Sally Acorn here. That thing is not Sally Acorn. I'm really surprised that the Fleetway comic had a character named that who wasn't her. Fake Sally says that her little brother Tufty went missing because he ran off with Sonic's power boots to fight Robotnik. Boots? Since when does Sonic wear boots? And she's talking as if this is normal. Sonic's thoughts reveal that the boots have only a limited amount of his speed energy, and Sonic for some reason is able to take a shortcut by going to the special zone. I guess the speed energy in him can leak into the boots by accident. The wimpy Tufty is at least competent enough to escape from the badniks before they could put him in a robot, only for him to crash into a wall at the speed of sound and promptly die from hitting it. No, of course not. Finally, Sonic saves him with his spin dash. Sonic stands around as a crusher chandelier is gonna fall on him, and instead of him being fast enough to react in time and run out of the way, Tufty has to save him by pushing him out of the way arbitrarily. When Tufty says optimistically that this makes him a hero after all, Sonic says, "Yeah, right. Don't get all gushy, kid." I don't really blame him. I'm annoyed by this wuss too. It really doesn't help that his design sucks. The story ends with Sonic hanging Tufty upside down like a bully while smiling normally, telling him not to mess about with things that only work for him. But they did work for Tufty. He just didn't have the right reaction times to avoid crashing into a wall with them. This issue is by Mark Miller. Meh. Some kid with an overly short, pudgy design that isn't consistent with Sonic and friends gets in trouble because he thought he could be a hero from stealing Sonic's speed boots without the reflexes for them. First off, the only reason the story exists is because the badniks arbitrarily didn't just stuff him in a robot right away, and instead took forever. And second, I absolutely despise the fact that they had the nerve to call a character Sally Acorn, who has a horrible design looking nothing like her, is nothing like her, and probably will never matter at all. How did they even get away with that? Either way, it ends with Sonic saving the day in Marble Zone, big surprise, and Tufty's able to save him only because Sonic was stupid enough to just stand there paralyzed with fear when a pressure was coming down on him, when he's not cowardly enough to be that way. At least there was an interesting moment because Sonic hung the whip upside down like an elementary school bully. Sonic is an anti-hero edgy counterpart to Mario after all, which will be my justification for why it'll be okay with Sonic being a dick in this comic. It's an interesting, refreshing take on his character to me that makes sense. I mean, I guess if it were any other Sonic character being uncharacteristically rude, it would feel off-putting, but for Sonic the Hedgehog, it works. I guess I feel like Fleetway Sonic is a separate character from the other Sonics, like he has his own unique identity, and this is how.